Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday, August 12th, 2026. Alrighty, so, gotten all my stuff done, doing my walk, and, just enjoying the day. A little humid. Man, it's only mid-80s. It's so funny because wintertime would be like, man, we'll be pining for this. It just feels a lot more pleasant. If it's 10 degrees cooler, I'd be like, oh, this is nice. But yeah, just a nice day. I think the forecast that they were originally thinking was going to be a little warmer. So I will take it. So, fun topic. And I saw a little commentary online earlier. And it was, when do you leave your job? And this is for those that are moonlighting, creating a plan B, building a business outside of what they do. When do you leave your job and transition into that? And I hadn't thought about that in, gosh, quite a long time because, well, for me, that was a few years ago. So, one thing I want to throw out there is actually give you an answer on this one. Because I think with people, from what I've seen over time, where they don't answer the question directly, and I would rather say, let me give you a one-liner and then expound. And so here's the answer. You leave your job and go full-time in your business when it is appropriate. And I'm going to explain. So appropriate means that you can transition comfortably and not miss a beat. Now, it's going to look different for everybody. We all have different incomes. But the point is this, and I've seen this within my industry, where they'll say, as soon as you can go full-time, you do it. Okay? Well, let me tell you something. When guys are just itching to transition, and especially when you start, doing jobs and you're making several hundred at a pop, sometimes a few thousand, depending on the size, you think, man, I can go ahead and make that jump. Well, the reality is that's not a good idea because when things slow down, then you're panicky. So the whole point is when you make that transition, you do it with all the preparedness in the world. You practice a lot of delayed gratification, and you transition when it's no big deal. That is the best time to do it. Because what happens is when you're like, oh man, I've been rolling in some dough the last couple months. Man, I'm going to do it. I'm in. Okay. And then it gets slow. And then you're like, garbage. I need some extra income. And then you're back to, well, that was dumb. So, that's going to be the answer. Especially if you think about like white collar guys that are making multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars any given year. They're actually in a worse position than a lot of other folks because now they're trying to cover a whole lot of income. So they got a lot on the line. Let me tell you something. They're also a lot more serious. They do not play around. Not at all. Now here's the thing. When you go to make that jump, and if that's you watching this, just be mindful, plan it out. Because one thing, you leave something that you can't just readily go back to, you're gonna wish you had thought that thing out 3 times, and that's just the reality. The reality is that when you are employed, you have money to work with. You got seed money, as we used to say many moons ago. And you definitely want to have that seed money to go do things. But let me tell you something. When you structure a business just right, and you're smart about it, and you live conservatively, and it gets to that point to where you're not even banking on your job income anymore, yeah, that's when you make that transition. And I'm telling you, it is a beautiful thing. So guess what? While emotionally you're like, man, I want to have done it 6 months ago, from a high point, you transition when it's no big deal. it will bide you better, and it will take that stress off your shoulder. So there's your food for thought. So if you're going to make that jump, just be very calculating. Make it count. All right, guys. Love you. Always look up. Tell them thank you. And we will talk soon.